Yo, what up, Andy? What up, Cheryl? How you doing? Eva! Oh, hey, what's going on? We're about to get started, so I'm gonna do a quick job of just. This is letters that we started with. Drew these, a couple nights ago. I'm just not. Let me see if I can get this. Oh, I gotta mute this. Hold on. There we go. All right, so this is what we're doing. I'm gonna go with some of these letters and the structure and the way I have it laid out, but I need to change this whole thing and this Y. And instead of erasing it and going over, because I've got so much erasing on this one already, I'm just gonna start 100% over, and it shouldn't take long at all. Soon to sleep. All right. Yeah, I should have started this a little earlier, but I was working on my pool and I was being lazy, and I kind of was avoiding going live because I don't know. I don't want to get into it, but I was gonna go live yesterday and I decided not to, and I wasn't gonna go live today, but I really want to get this done. I want to get it working on it. So I should have done it earlier, but I couldn't. So we're just gonna jump right into this mopo. I'm already doing the same. I think I'm going to draw the letters a little bit smaller as well. I'm gonna try to get all of the penciling done tonight and start the inking. So if we could get to the inking process, then I'll be happy. Obviously, like, I know a lot of you people are overseas, and if you can't stay, I understand completely. Hopefully the live will be up so you can, or the replay will be available, so you won't be completely missing out. Sore hands. What have you been doing? Oh, let's see. Who said they had sore hands? Did I say that? It wasn't me. Yo, what up, Belle? How you doing? I'm gonna be halfway paying attention. Oh, do I have sore licking hands? I don't know. I work hard. They shouldn't. They're not really that sore. I was working on the pool, but it wasn't too much. Nothing to complain about. Trying to figure out. This is where I was having a problem last time. The M having a Y next to an M. I think Y's in general are just not my best letters. Because normally with the M, I love this song. If you guys are liking this background music, my homie Vexo just put this album onto YouTube, the full album. And he's doing it so that he could get his like watch time hours up. So if anybody's just chilling, working, cleaning house, anything, you just want to jam out to some sick soul hip hop, you could have good music in the background and also help my homie out. Because he needs to get the watch time hours so that he can get partnership. And getting 4,000 hours is pretty freaking tough when you're dropping like 3-minute beat songs. What did I think of the UK? I loved it. Oh yeah, I could put the link of it. Good call. I thought the UK was really, really fun. I really enjoyed like every minute of it. I would say my only complaint that I would have about the UK at all is the food. Everything we did though, like performing and meeting all these different people and touring all over Brighton, watching, looking for all the places that Ren made videos. Oh, it's so much fun. You got like made just like the coolest bond with so many different people. I like this M a lot better already. I love my food. That's the whole food conversation, right? It's like one of those things where you can't really like it's very subjective, right? Because if you grew up tasting something and thinking like, if you grew up and this is the way that something is supposed to taste to you, then somebody else tastes it and they say like, oh, this is whack. you wouldn't agree because like that's exactly how you have grown to like it. Isis, what is up? Yeah, because I think that if somebody came to America and tried like, if I was like, this is the best food you'll ever taste because it's like my favorite, and you came here, you might be like, oh my god, this is terrible. This tastes nothing like the restaurant that's down the street from me. They were saying that about the chocolates. They were saying like, oh, our chocolate's so much better than yours. And to me, it just, I'm so used to like really like super sugar induced chocolate that when I had your chocolate, I was like, yeah, this, I don't get it. To be fair, your jerky was 10. We were talking about that the other day. We were like, I wonder why our jerky is so much better. And I'm like, it's just seasoning. Like, we had this, so me and my wife grew up on the West Coast, right? The like SoCal, Southern California, very close to Mexico. And both of us, like, our favorite food is Mexican food. And being in Southern Cali, you get very, very authentic Mexican food. Because I mean, my house was 20 minutes from the border of Mexico. And you could literally go to Mexico and taste the food and go, okay, this is authentic Mexican. So now I know what authentic Mexican food tastes like. And when we moved to Michigan, we were told that there was like this really good Mexican restaurant. So we went to it. And right away we were like skeptical because they had like pre-made taco shells like you would get like at Taco Bell. So we were like, wait a minute, like they don't make their own taco shells? Like that's kind of weird. And we were just kind of sitting there, we were eating it, and we were talking shit. We were basically going like laughing at it, like this is not Mexican food at all. No, American food's not that great. I think the coolest part about, like, when I think of American food, I think of like Mexican and like all different mixes of food. But yeah, we were trying this Mexican restaurant that we were told was really good, and we're sitting at a table like pretty much just clowning the food that we were eating to each other. Like we weren't like complaining to like the staff or anything like that. We were just kind of laughing about it. And somebody came over to our table and told us that we were wrong, that this was the best Mexican food he has ever eaten. And he was very upset that we didn't like the Mexican food. And this was just like somebody else in the restaurant. And we were kind of laughing about it. We've always laughed about it. Because this guy from Michigan said that this was the best Mexican food ever. And Michigan has a very, very, very small Mexican population. Is that how you say it? North American food is overly processed. Yes. Very processed food. I like this one a lot better. Now if we can get Andy's to be the same, I'll be very happy. Yeah, Angel, that's exactly it. So I like it. I like my food very fatty, sugary, and dangerous with big portions. But no, like I'm saying, it's just my favorite food while I was in my favorite food that I had while we were in the UK was at a Thai restaurant. And it's like, can't really count that because it was like immigrants making fucking really, really good Thai food. But I think if there was more of that, if we did more of that, then we probably would have liked it. But like the English breakfast, I didn't really like the toasties, and I don't know. That's my only complaint. It's just the food. Everything else, the people were fucking cool. The weather was amazing. The festival was great. The city of Brighton is just absolutely. The Thai restaurant that we went to was on the. We went the Monday after SGP when we were back in Hove. I think VG knew like. VG knew like we weren't happy with the food, so he's like, one more try. Let me see if I can get you to like this one. But yeah, the people were dope. The festival was dope. Brighton as a city was absolutely amazing. I could do without all the walking. I don't know why y'all are like so accustomed to just walking around everywhere. That fucking wild to me. Yeah, Brighton was so amazing. Everybody was so cool. My favorite food was from the duck truck at SGP. That's, you know what? We never tried it. I liked the noodle truck. Bro, we drive everywhere. My friend Ash walks all over the place, and VG walks all over the place. VG lives, like, his house is catty cornered to the train station. Like, so he has like a street separating him from a train station. But yeah, I mean, I'll drive to a store like that's 5 minutes away in a car. But yeah, that walking thing was like, that's not something I was used to at all. A lot of people said that that duck was really, really good, and when we saw it, I thought it looked really good. You're right, it's what we are used to. Had some great Thai in London. Brighton reminds me of what the West Village in NYC mixed with the Jersey Shore. Yeah, I think so. I grew up in San Diego, which is pretty artsy and pretty music based, and I thought it reminded me a lot of San Diego, but without the danger. Like I never, even there was like a drunk guy trying to fight us one night, and I didn't even feel like any threat from that. I just felt like, yo, this is like a belligerent drunk guy, and he's no threat at all. And even when we were walking around Brighton at like 1:32 in the morning, like walking down alleys and shit to check out graffiti, like just no threat. I'd never ever once felt like in any type of danger. I grew up in Dana Point and I live by Nevada. Oh, do you really? I live in Las Vegas. Dana Point. I want to say me and Lori went there for like one of her like work parties or something, but I could be wrong. I think I need to. I wanted to fill in the space with this little tail, but I think the A is gonna go right there now. So I think I'll do the same exact A. Let's see. We're gonna try to make it very close to the same. Ah! Fuck you. I missed it. God damn it. Hold on 1 second. I gotta kill this mosquito because they fucking destroy me and my wife while we're sleeping. Ooh. Oh no! Go back to the wall. Yeah, I lost him. The hot dog was good at the festival. Oh, I didn't even see hot dogs. I'll be in Las Vegas for a conference the second week of September. How is the cycle pub crawl? Oh, so the London cycle pub crawl. Man, we still need to do this stupid vlog so that I can just show you how it was, but that was really fun. Again, it was like torture riding around on a bike for 3 hours. I totally forgot how much, like, I've only ridden a bike when I was young, and I think when you're young you just don't realize like that anything is strenuous at all. But riding a bike for 3 hours around a city in a big group of people is like ridiculous. But it was fun because we got to we learned a lot about the city. We went to all the like typical tourist type stuff. Oh my god, my ass was killing me, my fucking thighs were killing me. It was crazy, like when you're in another city and they drive on the opposite side of the road, like you just always feel like you're about to get hit by a car. Or you looking the wrong way, like waiting to cross the street, like looking this way, and then there's like all the traffic's coming this way. But we did learn some like really cool shit on the tour, and we saw Big Ben, we saw the Abbey, we saw Buckingham Palace. We went, bro. Ash, do you remember? Ash, do you remember the name of the pub that I went to? We went to a pub in London that is supposedly like the oldest pub in London. It was called something in Shag or Slag or Stag, something like that. I think it sounded like Shag when I told my friend, so he was laughing at me. Wait, Cheryl, I'll be on the 34th. I'll be there the 9th to the 12th. I'll be here all of those dates. Yeah, what up, Jay? I didn't see a hot dog at the festival. I did eat at like we ate at a burger place that it was really sick. It was South African style burgers. I forget what they called it, braised something. I haven't been around for your lives before. What do you want to write? I'm writing Amy and Andy. It's they were a couple that I met at SGP. They were our next door neighbors in our tents. And we ended up hanging out like a lot of SGP. It was really fun. They're really cool people. And I made a little trade with them, and I told them I'd do a graffiti piece for them. Was it called the Seven Stars Pub? No, it was not. It was called something and stag or something in slag or something in shag. Lamb and flag. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. Lamb and flag. Lamb and flag. But yeah, it's supposed to be like the oldest pub in London. But that was really cool. That was really fun. I think that was like so not a slag. Well, I was on Discord with my friends and they thought I said slag. Well, that's why I was like, they thought I said shag, lamb and shag. So that's why that those words were stuck in my head. Okay, I hope I find that mosquito. But yeah, that was really cool. I think that was the first pub that we had gone into, like in the UK, and it was the oldest one in London, so that was pretty cool. And my dumbass, not realizing like I didn't realize like how long we were gonna stay there, or really like contemplating time. I got like a shot of whiskey, a double shot of whiskey, and then an ale. And then like I just pounded the whiskey and then drank the beer, and then I got another beer. So this was within like 10 minutes or so, and then they were like, all right, let's get back on the bikes. And I was like, oh no. I was like, oh my god. I was like, now I gotta ride this bike drunk. Obviously not drunk, but I gotta ride this bike not sober. And then we were riding the bike through Piccadilly Circus, I think that's what it was, which was absolutely wild. It was so busy, taxi cabs everywhere, not giving a fuck that you're on a bike and you have no idea what you're doing. At one point we had to do like this big turn right. Yeah, target practice for taxis for sure. Oh, one of those black cabbies. All right, yeah, like we saw those. We wanted to take one just to say that we did it, but we never actually ended up doing it. I think we just Ubered everything because it's so much easier to like track where your Uber driver's at, and we were kind of using it like we were using like the Uber map and which way they were coming from to kind of like know where we were at. But yeah, we had to make this big huge right turn, and there's like 11 of us on these bikes, so having to be in a single file line because there's so much traffic. Really, by the time like the third or fourth bike was through, the lights turning yellow and these cabs all had to turn left, and we were going to the right and like across the street, so we were basically going like almost straight across, and they started honking and I'm fucking flipping them off. I was like really pissed off, like, you obviously see us here, you dickhead. Wait fucking one more uh-oh. Oh, never mind. I'm good. But yeah, after we left the Lamb and Slag and went through Piccadilly Circus, I think after that is when I went to the graffiti tunnels, and going to the graffiti tunnels was like the coolest thing ever. They were like, oh, it's perfectly legal to paint in here. The only rule is that like, this is like an actual like, I mean, it's a rule of graffiti that you don't paint over something that's like better than what you're doing. So they were like, oh, here's some spray paint, like you guys could go write your names, just make sure like to write it in between the pieces, or like wherever there's like nothing really is really good is there. So we chose a few colors, and then I did like a little throw up of my name, and they were like loving it. They were like, this is the first time that anybody's actually known what they were doing, this is so cool. It was fun. If I say Uber to him, he won't talk to me. I was that like, is that still a thing, or is that like when Uber just started out? So when Uber and Lyft first came to Vegas, I mean, obviously Vegas is a huge like taxi city, right? And when Uber and Lyft first came here, it was like a big deal. There was like a bunch of like taxi strikes. The taxi unions were striking, and everybody was like trying to fight to keep Uber and Lyft out of Vegas. But eventually Uber and Lyft won, and I'm very happy that they did. And I think like a huge percentage of the taxi drivers just moved over to Uber and Lyft. I do have a picture of what I did in London, but it is on my phone, which is my live stream camera. Actually, hold on one second. Let's see if I can. Here. Can you guys see it? So I just did like a quick little throw up. Took me about 4 or 5 minutes. But this was in, let me see. Now that I know I could just put it on here, I think I got a video of the actual tunnel as well. Let's see if we could play this for you. I had to stop and take a picture of the one that said jizz. Here's a longer video. This is me drunk on a bike. Going through a graffiti tunnel in London. Oh my god. See the little HP basket on the bike. That guy was drawing that right there. This is completely legal to hit up at any time. They just gave me some cans and I did a little divine throw up. It's a little sloppy, but stock tips. Can't make too many excuses, but it didn't look great. All right, no more. This will all be in the vlog once we actually let me I'll give you guys one sneak peek. What could I give you? Oh, a lot of you guys in the chat are in this picture. Let's go. I already posted that though, so I could share it. What do I got in here that you guys would like? You guys want to watch? I don't know how it sounds over the phone through the microphone. See you later, Angel. That's all I got on my phone. I did post a longer version from the GoPro. The only song I did the full version to, I think I did the full version of Money Game 2 because my son really likes that song. Whoa. I'll give you guys a real quick glance of this one because you're not supposed to share it anywhere. All right, that's it. All right, let's get back to drawing. What up, baby? Oh, sick of. I should have never done that fucking diss track. I gotta figure out how to get my camera working again. So Amy, we're completely redoing the piece. And I'm much happier with it now. But for this Y, how am I going to do this Y? I think I could just do it like I would want to. Let me see. Oh, music, music, music. I think that's how I'd want to do it. It's weird because I want it to. As long as my Y is better than Andy's. I like your Y. It's like a little. It's in like a little cubby hole. I gotta figure this out because there's gotta be a better way. Like this spacing here, there's got to be a better way to do it. We got to find a better combination for the N and the D. And then once I find that, then I can do the Y. I'm not gonna fall into this trap. I'm not gonna say anything about how Andy's D isn't fitting. Now, I think now that it goes this way, maybe what I need to do, this is what I need to do. Okay, I got it. I got it. We got it. We got it. We're gonna make it, we're gonna make the N come down like I did with the M. Now, yeah, this is what I needed to do the whole time. Now I could bring the top of this letter no matter how many times you practice. It's so, this is why, okay, I've always told everybody, I always constantly argue that you can't make like a graffiti font like type base, because the way that graffiti works is that like every single letter is different based on the letter that it's next to. So like, I'll give you some examples. Oh, I better do that. All right, I'll give you some examples. Lori, it's very hard for me to write. Because of the way that the L and then the O and then the R is really, O and R work really well together, but then an I, the only way to make it look kind of good is to do a lowercase. Like if you do a, but this is my problem I always have, is this space right here. If you do like a capital I at the end, right, it's kind of like, now it looks like it's like way apart, and you have this space here, you have all this space here. But when Lori kind of wanted to learn how to do graffiti, when we were trying to figure out a way for her name, I think we were gonna do her name backwards. Backwards, it's fucking perfect. All the letters are perfect. It's exactly what you want, because this L being like having this space doesn't matter, because you could put anything in here. You could put characters in there, you could put your exclamation mark in there, like you could just leave it wide open, and then you could have like the L like do some crazy shit if you wanted. But it's like, it's so the letters have no connection. Yeah, it's like wait, hold on, let me stop this music before it goes into something else. It's, yeah, it's a no connection, or if it leaves too much space, like an L. If you wanted to do an L, and then let's see, like a letter, like a, if I wanted to do an S, right? This was my breakdancing crew, LSB. I can make that S and the L fit together and still be legible, but there's not this big giant gap. Like L, T, and then something that would like LTY, right? Like you're filling in those gaps almost like Legos, and that's how it happens with graffiti art. What would happen if you use the curve of the N in Andy and use it as the start of the D? Yeah, so that's one technique that a lot of people do, but I don't like to do that. I don't like to combine letters. If I was doing like a very like wild, so you're saying doing like A, N, and then have the D come off of it, and then to me it doesn't say Andy anymore. It works though, it does work, like for logos and things like that. A lot of people do stuff like that, but to me that doesn't, it's not legible. But yeah, let me find some music. What could we listen to? It's yeah, it's not just anything that starts with an L because, like I said, like my breakdancing crew was LSB, and there was like lots of ways to put the L with the S next to it, and not like my I like to start with D's because D's have like I like to do a lot of stuff on the outside of my D. My friends are gonna kill me when they listen to this. It just really depends on like each letter in the name. Like I have so many different ways I write divine. Um and like I said, yeah, L's aren't terrible, but when you put it next to an O, it's like it just it just makes it really awkward to me. Like probably LD might even LD, if I was gonna do an LD, I would do like that, and then I would like make the D, like the top of the D come out, something like that. But that's it looks sloppy just doing it. So the answer is there are no letters that I don't like. There's letter combinations that can really fuck me up. That's a super super long way to say that. But even in cursive, right? Like if you put what is it like a B next to like an R, it's the most silliest fucking thing because you just can't do that. Like it completely changes what it like looks like it says. Does that make sense? I don't know. Maybe it makes sense. Maybe it doesn't. We're gonna go to view my channel and we're gonna go to I have a playlist for streaming, but now that Ren's music is all copyright claimed or whatnot, it's gonna I'm gonna have to go through and dispute every single one of them now. All right, where are we at? Now this is dope. I like it. Now if I just fit the bottom of the Y. Something about this curve is just not working. Let me see. It's kind of like a weird, not a natural flow. Yo, what up, Paul? Yeah, it's funny because this song, I have mixed feelings about it because obviously it was like this is like my second song, my second song of me getting back into rapping again. So if I could go back and re-record it, I definitely would. But I really like the song. And it really sucks because I think a couple hours after we released it, it was already at 1,000 views. And then I think it was at about almost 2,000 views by the first day. And then I had to delete it. And repost it because there was something wrong in the song with one of the person's verses. And when I reposted it, I think in 1 year, it's gotten 500 views. So it would have definitely been like my highest video ever. But I'd rather all the artists that were on it be happy than have good numbers on it. I really like this now. I'm really happy with it. I like this a lot better than I liked the other version. There was just like some flow issues in the other one. People want me to do another Heyday Cypher, but I just don't know how I would go about it. I don't know. If I did a part 2, I would want to have either everybody that was on the first one again, or like nobody that was on the first one, because just like having 1 or 2 people that were on the first one to me wouldn't be like the right way to go. And also it was not fun dealing with that. It was not fun at all. I think what I'm going to do now is revise the letters just a little bit. So now that I have the letter structure, ain't hard to see that they losing. I really bleed for this music. Right now the speakers are oozing. I'm who the people are choosing. Don't let the media feed you illusions. They got you steeped in confusion. I bring the heat when the cameras. I'm leaving the deepest contusions. Why are you sleeping and snoozing? Ain't you heard Nas on Nomadic? He told you the death was the cousin. You might be the next one the motherfucking Reaper is choosing. Speaking the Reaper, you should use a tacky eraser instead, so the eraser takes layers off the paper. Do I want that? Do I want layers to come off the paper? Oh, so it doesn't. Yeah, these are the Magic Rub Prismacolor erasers. I love them. They're so good. They don't take any of the paper off. Just Canon M50 Mark II. Yeah, I don't know what this is. It's a EOS Rebel 5, I think. Dude, I'm waiting for your new piece that you're working on, Adrian. God, you guys, I want to stop the music and show you what this dude is doing right now. Let me see. What do you got? How many? Do you have any videos yet? Let's see if he has any videos yet. Maybe only sneak peeks. No. I wish I could show you what he was doing. So sick. This be dope too. Let's watch him draw while we listen to Harry Mack.
No physical evidence, no forensics left behind when I wreck your mind with expensive rhymes. So we so pretentious, yeah, but no golden necklace. Who's the most golded? Ain't no consensus. When they talk about me, they say bro's relentless. For sure they meant it, for sure they meant it. Lock the doors and close the fences. Regardless, all my foes defenseless against this. Leave them frozen senseless. Reap what you sow, so my growth is endless. Killing every rapper in your local census. Me and my team, they're my co-defendants. When they talk about me, they say bro's relentless. For sure they meant it, for sure they meant it. Rappers, I need an improvement. Ain't hard to see that they losing. I really bleed for this music. Right now the speakers are oozing. I'm who the people are choosing. Don't let the media feed you illusions. They got you steeped in confusion. I bring the heat when abusing the beats and I'm leaving the deepest contusions. Why are you sleeping and snoozing? Ain't you heard Nas on Nomadic? He told you that death was the cousin. You might be the next one the motherfucking Reaper is choosing. Speaking of Reaper, I bet you that he found it cheeky and deeply amusing. When I couldn't seem to refuse smoking reefer and eagerly seeping the boozing, sneaky abusing. They call me an alien when I'm freestyling, but now that I'm leaking my secrets on beats that diffuse them out to the people who peep when I'm speaking the truth, man, I guess I'd be seeming more human. 10 million votes when I'm freaking these beats, so you could easily confuse them with Nikola Tesla. The flow's inventive, no physical evidence, no forensics left behind when I wreck your mind with expensive rhymes. So we so pretentious, yeah, but no golden necklace. Who's the most golded? Ain't no consensus. When they talk about me, they say bro's relentless. For sure they meant it, for sure they meant it. Lock the doors and close the fences. Regardless, all my foes defenseless against this. Leave them frozen senseless. Reap what you sow, so my growth is endless. Killing every rapper in your local census. Me and my team, they're my co-defendants. When they talk about me, they say bro's relentless. For sure they meant it, for sure they meant it. We should probably chill, homie, why you mad? LL Cool J, cause I am bad. And I'm hard as hell, homie, ironclad. Plenty chemicals up in the science lab. Claiming that you better, you denying facts. Get up on my session with your lying ass. Stepping in correct, you could be dying fast. Someone with the cannonball, giant splash. Top gun mad, we complying pass. All you little wag dudes, why you gas? Pull up with unleaded, but your tires slash.
Fucking mosquito. Almost got him.
Thought you own it all just because you write your raps. Record label take a stack, they divide in that. And they own your masters, they got a line for that. Worked hard for your talent, had to grind for that. Now you wish you couldn't do it, then rewind it back. Ain't it shocking? Electrifying zap. 10 million volts every time I lightning crack. I'm like Nikola Tesla, the flow's inventive. No physical evidence, no forensics left behind when I wreck your mind with expensive rhymes. So we so pretentious, yeah, but no golden necklace. Who's the most golded? Ain't no consensus. When they talk about me, they say bro's relentless. For sure they meant it, for sure they meant it. Lock the doors and close the fences. Regardless, all my foes defenseless against this. Leave them frozen senseless. Reap what you sow, so my growth is endless. Killing every rapper in your local census. Me and my team, they're my co-defendants. When they talk about me, they say bro's relentless. For sure they meant it, for sure they meant it.
Dude, fucking mosquito. Almost got him.
Thought you owned it all just because you write your raps. Record label take a stack, they divide in that. And they own your masters, they got a line for that. Worked hard for your talent, had to grind for that. Now you wish you couldn't do it, then rewind it back. Ain't it shocking? Electrifying zap. 10 million volts every time I lightning crack. I'm like Nikola Tesla, the flow's inventive. No physical evidence, no forensics left behind when I wreck your mind with expensive rhymes. So we so pretentious, yeah, but no golden necklace. Who's the most golded? Ain't no consensus. When they talk about me, they say bro's relentless. For sure they meant it, for sure they meant it.
We're fucking mosquito. Almost got him. Oh, look at that! Dude, your drawing is the same exact time as Nikola Tesla. Super dope. Let me put his you guys should follow my homie sick artist.
Yeah, get into the figures, G. How you figure we ever gonna lose? For rappers, it's bittersweet, cause they wanna support the dude that's making moves, but they recognize he's out to force them all to improve. Put the work in, for certain, been hurting inside, cause I really got the passion, it's influencing the vibe, I'm delivering.
I met Adrian in person. We met at Harry Mack concert in Dallas. And he's still really nice to me, even though I fucked him over on a project. And I still regret that shit all the time. I feel so bad about that.
And when I spit my bars, I be shining bright like the sun with UV rays. Truly cray. Who'd he say was the greatest? I think he said it was him.
It was just like such bad timing. But it's bad timing for somebody with like super bad procrastination, where I was like, we were gonna do a collaboration on we were gonna do a collaboration for Harry Mack, Omegle Bars 100. And when he sent me his part of the collaboration, it was only like Omegle Bars like 95 or 96, something like that. And he was releasing like one Omegle Bars every few weeks. And so it's kind of like, we kind of like did the math, and we were like, the soonest that Omegle Bars 100 would hit would be like the end of October. So the procrastinator that I am, I just kept working on other projects, and then I was like, all right, we're getting close to what was that? The camera die? No. Anyways, towards the end of October, I pulled the drawing out, worked on it one time, and then kind of like my life changed after that, because Ren started his money game, which I didn't know that I was gonna have like any part of that whatsoever, and I ended up fully entrenched in the money game, playing it all day, and then doing the recaps afterwards, which took me a lot of time. And then I started the Ren drawing for the money game. Then I had Harry Mack rap about it. Then I had met Ren, and then Omegle Bars 100 came out, and it was like, fuck. Dude, this is sick. I think it really fits. Oh yeah, you know what? So I'm hoping that the slipper fits. Mission is to listen, must be growing when I picture this. Flashing back from trenches, now we starting up these businesses. Focus on the kids and we building up our premises. Been some incidences when the British friend was bridging them. Gets intense when pigs is militant and we don't witness them. Skin you win could get you sent to prison in an instant. Vigilance is this man and no bridging of a sentence. If his pigment tint was a twin with the richest men, then it's
insolence, consider him less than a citizen. Minimums is only given when it's Finnegan or Gilligan. It's inconsistent when to stop resisting his curriculum. They stop and frisking us, locking wrist and cuffs. Nuff's enough, cops is quick to bust, causing mistrust. Boxing with no gloves, laws is just unjust. Y'all should switch it up, wanna censor us, cause the tops is with the gov.
I'm gonna have to try one of those tacky erasers just to see if I like them. Also gonna have to, I almost want to stop my stream so I can kill this mosquito. I'm having like nightmares that it's like sucking my blood right now. And it's a huge one too. Yo, good night, Evan. Thank you for coming in. Is Katie gonna take out somebody's eyebrows? She's the eyebrow assassin. Every time I feel like any type of like air movement or anything, I think it's the mosquito. What their nightmare. I'll be the judge of that. No, but I really have been very, very happy with the Magic Eraser. But I'm willing to try it, see if there's a difference. And I think I just put this right back to how I had it in the beginning. But I wanted to like kind of like close this gap some. I really think I just put it exactly how I had it. All right, let's see. Do it one more time. Better. Don't fuck this part up. I'm gonna fuck this part up. Let's see if we can do it like that. Ah, there we go. That's what I was looking for. All right. That is much, much better. Now, Amy, you got like your A is cooler again. Damn, now Amy has the better. I don't know. I like Andy's Y again. I like it. And I like that they're not too far off of the style. Will the letters have shadow? They will not have a shadow. They're going to have 3D, which I'm going to do that right now. And I'll show how I do this process as well. Let's see. They're definitely going to have their own shadows and things, but we're going to make them completely 3D. So what we're going to do is we're gonna just pick a perspective. I typically, yeah, I'm gonna just go with my like normal style. I'm trying to like look at the letters and plan out where things are gonna do it. Actually, I think if we were looking from right here, let me just double check. I only see like a couple of spots where it's going to be an issue, but I think maybe even, yeah, maybe we go a little bit further out than I normally do. We're going to go over here. I will be doing full marker color, everything. It'll be a full piece, but tonight, once I do the, once I get this 3D put in, then I'll come through with the black ink on the outline of the letters. Once I do the outline of the letters, I go back and erase all the pencil, but I can't do that until the ink dries 100%. So that's where I'll end my stream, is once I get the black ink on. All right, so we pick a point of perspective, and then now I'm just gonna draw. I'm gonna just freehand it. But if you ever wanted to try this, I use alcohol markers. I have Copics and Prismacolor. That's how I do all my drawings are alcohol markers. So you can kind of see that it's alcohol markers. This is my logo. Yeah, I've used Prismacolor markers since I was 15. I have one. I don't think I'll be able to find it, only because I'm talking about it now, but oh wait, maybe that's it. This is it. This is one of my markers that I've had since I was 15, and the only reason that I keep it is because Prismacolor, the fine tip, so now the fine tip is like this. Come on, camera. Or maybe I'll put it in front of this one. No, it's not gonna zoom. There we go. Can you see it? So it's like a little felt marker tip. Back in the day, Prismacolor had a fine tip that was like this. Oh, come on. Do you see how it's like, you can't even see it because it's, oh, I don't want to use that though. Do I have a napkin that's not drawn on? It's kind of important. Maybe a piece of trash. Ah! Are you kidding me? Fucking the whole tip just came out. I pulled out the tip. So these markers do they do bleed, but I've just really learned how to use them to where you work with the bleeding and it's not as much as like a really cheap marker. All right, I'm gonna show you the Old school Prismacolor fine tip. As soon as it zooms in on it. Come on. Come on. Go this way. Come on. You know you want to zoom in on it. Stay there, huh? So can you see it? It's like a really like it's like a little metal, almost like a mechanical pencil would be, and then it's just got a little tiny fucking paint marker thing on it, and it was so dope. It was, yeah, I can't show you because it's not gonna write. This shit is, but it's very thin. Good call on the hand. Anyways, that was a lot of work to show you a fucking 15-year-old marker. Or, no, I'm sorry, a 30-year-old marker. So pointless. I'm a professional streamer. Okay, so back to what I was saying. There's two ways that I do the I pick my perspective spot. Let's see, so we're picking right here. So we're looking at this link from over here. I gotta get my camera to focus since I can't. One way to do this is just put your ruler right next to the dot and then line it up to whatever corner that you're doing the 3D from. And this also helps you like make sure that you don't miss any sections. Some places you're gonna have to like guess. But yeah, normally I just freestyle it. I just kind of like try to make sure that I'm going towards that thing when I freestyle it, and then I put the ruler on afterwards. I'm always off on a lot of them, but I think your brain makes it work anyway. I think as long as you're close.
I wanna make amends, I wanna make things fine. So fuck
we at? Where we at? Where we at? Where is? Oh, okay, here we go. Let me see. I'm gonna ADHD sidetrack again. Let's see. I forgot I had these. I did get permission. But some of these are like unreleased songs, so I can't go through too many of them. But yeah. Where we at? Where we at? Where we at? I wish I knew how to focus. Stay on track. Stay on track, Shay. Stay on track. Let's get this done.
Looking back on the old me, so desperate, so phony. Partied like a rock star, fears of being lonely. Losing friends and risking lives, 'cause we're watching closely.
Andy, what's up? I said, I think I like your Y better. She got the better A again. I like the way the ear Y. I like her Y, how it fits in here. It's like a little all one piece. Like if I was gonna design a logo, this would be really dope. But I like your Y because it fitting in here like way better. She didn't even have a better A. Your guys' A's were exactly the same. But then I wanted to bring this one down more to like fill in the gap, and it just ended up looking cooler. But she did try to say to give her the better Y.
Always outside and hype and running hella wild. Fell in love with the light, looking up to the clouds. I guess life and its vices is what that calmed me down. Had to trust the process. I love puffing chronic. Can't blame your own decisions. I'm just being honest. I had to realize that I got a blessed family, and so I hold them close. Then it helps with my sanity. And if you're going through a situation really hard, keep your head up higher.
I was.
Higher than the stars. See, now we flying past Mars. There's no denying what you are. Humans got the willpower, baby. That'll take you far. See the ugliest.
Yeah, and that means Andy missed all the conversation about how I had to make his D fit right. And now how his D is the perfect size now.
Life is the most powerful drug.
Living in the fast lane, substances to feel alive, but it had no substance, so we living high on life. Living in the fast lane, looking for the wheel to drive, but the gears were spinning, so we living high on life. Living in the fast lane, new chapters, stories still being written, edit past mistakes, create a brand new vision, publishing life lessons, paid for all my bad decisions, hard back in the old days, hoping for some fans to listen, time to turn the page, changing from the negative, novelties fading fast, family is all relative, have to grow a spine, show them how we got to live, put that past life on the shelf and focus on the positive.
I think I say it every time that song comes on, but that originally was supposed to be Victus on that song. But he just got way too busy. And I got sick of waiting, so I released it with somebody else and then did a separate one with Vic.
Man, I don't know what I should do, man. Like, sincerely, man. I'm like genuinely confused, man. I'm back and forth in my brain, overthinking this shit for hours on hours. I've been thinking about this shit for the last few years. It's like, I don't know if I should write this rhyme or not. Overthinking and sinking shit got my mind so caught. Cause part of me's like, yeah, dog, you should, of course. The poetry been getting better, and that's good, do more. But the other part of me asks, why are you writing? It's the improvisational nature that makes it exciting. If you ain't providing clever shit effortless off the head, how the fuck you expect to keep your competitive edge? Now art's not a competition, indeed I'm aware, but it is meant to be received by people and shared. And I love the writing process, but can't lie, I get scared. If I ain't improvising, my fans are less likely to care. I take the good with the bad, it's a blessing and curse. To be impressing with no prep, just manifesting the verse. See, now it's expected, I'ma make the microphone shatter off top. And if not, does my rhyme even matter? And yeah, I don't know
You're
if I
gonna
should
write this rhyme.
Said I don't know if I should write this rhyme, yeah. And I don't know if I should write this rhyme. I be exciting when providing shit right off of the mind, but yo,
You know, I've never thought about doing this.
yeah. Said I don't know if I should write this rhyme.
This might be the way I do this every single time. I never thought about like turning the paper to where I'm lining myself up with the angle.
Flow patterns right off the top, right on the spot. That shit be sounding clean as a mop. Some of your favorite rappers heard it and was giving me props, but let me stop. See, I ain't saying this shit to brag, but if I could kick lyrics live with minimal lag and still deliver high levels of complexity with some of the illest writers sitting right next to me, well, the next logical question that follows is like, if that's his freestyle shit, how's he sound when he writes? And as much as I wanna leave expectations fulfilled, the fact of the matter is, dog, they two different scales. Are they related? Of course. Interwoven indeed. They both require rhyme, rhythm, metaphors, and speed. But all the pressure from assumptions that my written's the joint make me wonder if it's worth it. What's the purpose? No point. I'm saying, said I don't know if I should write this rhyme. Yeah. And I don't know if I should write this rhyme. Hey. Said I
That's
don't know
cool.
if I should write this rhyme. I stay exciting when providing lyrics right off the mind. But yo, I don't know if I should write this rhyme. Said I don't know if I should write this rhyme. Yeah. Cause if I ain't blazing the lines while they throwing words and engaging, am I wasting my time? Oh, what's the purpose of art? Is it just for applause? Is it meant to be perfect, or is it better with flaws? If my freestyle,
I'm jealous of all you guys in Brighton. Although I can't complain because I got to go. Shit.
You cook it up right on the spot, and that's fine. Intended as a compliment, so I'ma take it. But in my heart of hearts, yo, hip hop is sacred. And gripping on the pen got me feeling kinda zen. Same tool that's been used by Nas, Kendrick, and M. I don't know if I should write this rhyme, but fuck it, I still wrote it. And to me, that's not nothing. Yo, what's the purpose of art? Is it just to appeal? Regardless of medium, I speak on something I feel. Y'all know the deal. I don't know if I should write this rhyme. Yeah. And I don't know if I should write this rhyme. Hey. I don't know if I should write this rhyme. I stay excited.
I like it, guys. I like it. I'm way happier with it.
I don't know if I should write this rhyme. Yeah. I don't know if I should write this rhyme. Yo, stop playing.
Now we got to figure out what we're going to put over here. Maybe I'll do like a SGP and the Sick Boy logo. SGP and Sick Boy logo in there. I think I could do that. And then this will be, oh shit. Oh no, I erased my dot. Well, we'll just guess. We'll guess where it was.
Yeah, ain't no need to overthink it. I just cook it up instantly, rolling in
All right, now
I don't pin the shit, just mention the images rendering in the mental. Sorted in the order sequential. Rappers pose in front of cars they can't afford it to rental. My fans span for miles out the door of the venue. I'm more influential. Music at my core is essential. Blessed with electric rhythm, no necklace, but yes I glisten. Message affecting
really like that shit. Oh, cool. I'm glad you like it. I've been not paying attention to chat, trying to read a little bit, but I like it. I'm happy with it. Really like the much more like the flow of the letters. Just like one spot, but it's kind of like bugging me. But I think if I do anything to it, then it's gonna bug me again. So okay, fuck it. Let me just try. Let me try it and see what it would look like. I just don't want to ruin Andy's really cool Y. But it would be kind of cool if the Y looked like it kind of came right off of the M. Actually, we'll go a little bit. Not like my favorite shape in the world, like how I would do like the edge of a letter, but I think it's kind of cool that it now looks like it was like a jointed there. I know the herb garden had no volunteers or just some big reunion somewhere. Amy, is that you? Ticket Amy and Andy? I'm so dumb. Claire sings songs. What's up, Claire? How you doing? I forget you guys call rubbers as boots, right? All right, I'm just staring at it, because typically, like, the longer I stare at something, the more I don't like it. So I just want to make sure that there's nothing that I could change on it. Right, I'm gonna put a video on for you guys. Let's see, what can we put?
You gotta do it all over again. Would you make the same choices?
Dude, this guy's a fucking psycho. You make one diss track and fucking... This guy will not stop messaging me. All right, let me play my SGP song, but let me play it to where the second one will go, because I have to go pee and I need to go get a new drink. And then I can muting is pretty fun. Yeah, I don't want to fucking mute him though, because I don't know. I don't even care what he's saying. Like, it doesn't bother me. Like, you can talk all the shit you want. Like, you're backing up your homie. That's cool. I get it. I appreciate it. Like, if you're a fan of somebody, to be a diehard fan for them. But I'm just tired of fucking the constant messages. Like it's, bro, I'm not fucking 12 years old. Like, I don't even text my wife like that. And talking to somebody online, like in short little messages, who obviously is never going to be like, oh, I see what you're saying. Like, man, I think I'll chill out and relax. No, it's just going to keep going and going and going. So it's two people typing their fucking thoughts at each other. And it's just irritating. Where the fuck are my songs at? There they are. Give up. No, I won't give up. All right, I'm gonna have to play. Can I move these? Yes, I can. All right, so we're gonna go loop. I'm gonna play Secrets in the Garden part 1, and then part 2 will come off right afterwards. And that'll give me enough time to go pee and refill my drink. What happened? Oh, it's muted. Let me start over. But I kind of want to stay and watch this, but I've seen it a billion times.
Who could have seen that a feature on my song would lead me to putting my feet down a bright turn? All of the people were screaming like right on. Came a long way from me spraying a cry line right before my turn to work it. I was hurting, feeling nervous. Famous little birdie came and told me never aim for perfect. Practiced early and rehearsed it. Trash the worry, you're a wordsmith. Hit the stage with big with purpose. Both of us straight murdered verses. Now we accustomed to going through customs and customers buzzing with custom made dozen. Asking for pics with your boy in the dozens. Mine is still flush like I had a concussion. Flying overseas like an albatross. Yeah. Beasting with my boys like a sabotage. Yeah. Looking like a G in my camouflage. Now we got the crumpets and the tea, cause your man is posh. First time at a festival, we turning up the decibels. Chocolate mixed with vegetables. I'm feeling kinda skeptical. Now I'm making a spectacle. The levels unforgettable. Skipping and flying, no chemicals. I think that tree got a tentacle. Lost in the woods, they raving and stripping. Hugging a legend like Shay is tripping. Sunflower showing his Peter like Griffin. Camping in England for days and we living. Feet in the sand and my girl in a castle. Talking to Aztecs with titties and tassels. Giving out prizes, no winners of raffles. And meeting my fans, it was well worth the travels. Took a little trip across the pond. Legends on the stage, I'm rocking on. Secrets in the garden, ain't no telling what we started. And we chillin' with the artist. Now I'm feeling like a don. Chinchilla looking fly, had a twin in the packed crowd. Paint party was popping, so many colors in that cloud. Ruby J playing, making me and Noxo spaz out. When the verse takes a kick, renegade, mad proud. Scarlet Faye with a nipple slip. No complaints from the witnesses. No replacing these instances. We mobbing deep like we infamous. Pop some pills, we limitless. If it starts to rain, we in the tents. Drone in the sky for the book club pics. Masking the pain from innocence. Romaine on the stage and he's killing the solo. Ren was in the background, we zoomed in on the photos. Batteries was dead, but we came with the GoPro. We got so much footage like we making a promo. Took a little trip across the pond. Legends on the stage, I'm rocking on. Secrets in the garden, ain't no telling what we started. And we chillin' with the artist. Now I'm feeling like a don. Started out in London with the tour of the attractions. Right garden, ain't no telling what we started, and we chillin' with the artists. Now I'm feeling like a dawn. Been a wild week, yet the best part hasn't started, cause the Rena versus represented all across the garden. Rocking out with renegades, waiting for the arson. Got the padded walls up, ain't no way we getting pardoned. Fans was going wild, showed up early and we piled in. Camped up in the front row with no spaces like a hyphen. You know it's getting hype when all the people so polite and kinda crazy that the time spent was to break in the asylum. Started off with Hiram, now we screaming like a siren, and the drone show in the sky was killing greed on the horizon. Romania came and hit the stage in the Mask for Money game. Safe to say the whole thing changed. Ren relaxed and started playing. Little Birdie turned to Piggy, remix that we needed. Cause the moment that they seen him, whole crowd started screaming. Vic and Noxie brought the hype, the crowd was really feeling. Props to other guests like Chilla, Sam, and Eden. Safe to say the whole experience was really beautiful. Couldn't happen to a better dude than Ren. It truly shows way he takes his pain away and makes his stages doable. Inspired us to create in ways it really isn't usual. Took a little trip across the pond. Legends on the stage, I'm rocking on. Secrets in the garden, ain't no telling what we started, and we chillin' with the artists. Now I'm feeling like a dawn.
I'm so happy I made these songs because it just really brings it back. And I'm sorry that I didn't turn the volume up so you guys were only listening to it in like background music level. My bad. That shit was so funny. Ren was in the background. We zoomed in on the photos. That's because like I had no signal the whole time at SGP. And we would walk around and all of a sudden I would get like ding, 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 ding. I would just get a bunch of notifications. So I would just stop wherever I was like, oh shit, I have signal. I have signal. And then I would see everybody being like, oh my God, Ren was behind Romaine. Funny. Okay, what am I looking for? I'm looking for my black pen. I'll put these on my songs on in the background. At least those we're gonna no.
Weapon rockin' plainties, now we chopping up insane trees. Put the vices on the lock and now I'm breaking out with brain squeeze. Have them singing like canaries.
What am I looking for? I'm looking for my black pens. That's what I can do.
I'm your huckleberry. Pray the Lord forgive me for the way that I was living. Pain I was inflicted, never thought about the siblings. Really thought that we was winning, grinding, pitching next to.
Wait, is this the 8? Yeah.
We would swing for fences, turning
Put a ring to paper, mixed on stove just like a baker. Base loaded with the soda, with the light is later. Right. Are you coming back to the UK anytime soon, Brighton? If that's to me, then no. I would love to. I really wish I could, but that is not. That was a very, very expensive trip for us. We're going to be paying for that trip for a very long time because I was luckily enough to have somebody partly sponsor me to go, and then I took out a loan that I have to pay back, so I will not be going anywhere. Unless I win the lotto or something, but I don't play the lotto, so it's gonna be hard to win it. Yeah, if I did go back to the UK, I definitely would go to Manchester because I gotta meet my homie Ash. Although if I moved to the UK, I would definitely go to Brighton. I really liked it there. EXO just makes me the sickest beats ever. Still feel a little weird listening to my own music. I feel like a narcissist.
It's a win-win when we enter in with consent and wicked grins and the crins and adrenaline. Let them fidgeting, spinning synonyms, back and bending them. Wetter than the winter wind, back and forth like Wimbledon. Finally found my princess, so I'm hoping that the slipper fits. Mission is to listen, must be growing when I picture.
Also, I hear so many mistakes in them that I wish I would have changed before I released it.
Been some incidences when the British friend was bridging them. Gets intense when things is militant and we don't witness them. Skin you in could get you sent to prison in the incident. Vigilance like Zimmerman, no mention of a sentencing. If his pigment tint was a twin with the richest men, then it's insolence. Consider him less than a citizen. Minimums is only given when it's Finnegan or Gilligan. It's inconsistent when the stop resisting is curriculum. They stop and frisking us, locking wrist and cuffs. Nuffs and nuffs. Cops is quick to.
You should have been born in Brighton. Paul, where are you from?
Laws is just unjust. Y'all should switch it up. Want to censor us, cause the tops is with the gov. Laughing like a manic patient, hands are waving, got no plans for stating. Glad we made it, landing classic statements, had arrangements, stacking massive payments, captivating like some tantric fragrance. We attacking hatred, we be fascinated.
Belfast. Where is Belfast?
Had me faded like the promises that politicians making. Aggravated when the tracks we laying isn't validated. We ain't rapping about the cash we wasted. Glad we made it out the past we hated. Plans was calculated. Proud we graduated from the pavement and the college.
That's the worst when you finally say his piece is done. Just so long revising and revising only to find irritating mistakes. Yeah.
Animated thugs, you ain't heavyweights. Wash away your flexing when the levee breaks. Flooding timelines with your steady hate. Never pump that iron, come and catch a fade. Barely hear you roar, you got Teddy traits. Thunder buddies hugging when we detonate. Demonstrating that the instigating wouldn't get you famous, but the praises was just wasted on a clown that's staying nameless. Motherfucking uncle, time to meditate. Set it straight, mix of M and J, cause I'm a fucking renegade.
Oh, it's in Ireland. Okay. Wait, which Northern Ireland is the one that's not the UK, right? Don't bother moving to the UK, mate. Crazy expensive, plus rents going stateside. You know what? I keep thinking that too. That's funny, because I think that constantly. Like, imagine if I moved to the UK and then Ren moved to LA. Vexo, who's been in and out of the chat, he makes most of my beats. Yeah, he's moving to LA. Not really north, but because of where his clinic is, it's in Canada. It's on the west coast, so it's in LA. It'd be like only a couple hour flight.
You got that torch now, dog. Show these people what you can do with it.
Oh no, North Ireland is in the UK. So just Ireland itself is not in the UK, but Northern Ireland is. Is that what it is?
potential, new school sound, old school instrumental, new gen, got a new way of thinking. Ricochet said if I want it, I can make it. Everything that I see, I'ma take it. Get it through hard work and dedication. Dedicated, that's my persona. Grade A, don't need no diploma. Ricochet, yeah, he's gonna show you how to kill a beast, so I'ma move over.
Passing the torch and we lighting up the flames. Fire in the booth, ain't a damn thing changed. Burning from the inside, passion from the pain. Show me what you got when the lights is in your name. Passing the torch and we lighting up the flames. Fire in the booth, ain't a damn thing changed. Burning from the inside, passion from the pain. Show me what you got when the lights is in your name.
Yeah, I like the little decorations that he's doing.
I'ma have to go for a second round now.
Old school science raised on violence. They can't find why shady is
I'm so happy for him though. It's got to be nice to like.
handle business. Scandalousness. Man's a grinch.
It's got to be nice to go from like having to like
Ambulances came to Vegas.
share your place with people that piss in bottles and
Frightened kids with smiling faces. Running
then you leave and you end up
and rolling.
financially being like much better off, and then you could come back to your old little humble abode and start to do nice things to it.
Passing the torch and we lighting up the flames. Fire in
It's got to be a pretty good feeling.
damn thing changed. Burning from the inside, passion from the pain. Show me what you got when the lights is in your name. Passing the torch and we lighting up the flames. Fire in the booth, ain't a damn thing changed. Burning from the inside, passion from the pain. Show me what you got when the lights is in your name.
Let the word go forth from this time and place to friend and foe alike. That the torch
This is a song too. This song here. So I've told you guys, people that hang out with me and listen to me talk all the time probably get sick of me saying the same shit, but I don't memorize any of my songs. I have the most terrible memory when it comes to music now compared to when I was younger. And I don't write any of my songs down, physically write them, which is how my memory works. So when I just type them down and then copy and paste them to here and then read them off my computer, I know like little sections. So I know like a whole 4 bars. I'll know those 4 bars, but trying to rap like the next 4 bars and then the next and then the next, like I can't do it. If I'm listening to it, I could do it. So when I do my recordings, I don't know my songs. And when I found out that I was going to be live with Bigness and perform with them, I had to learn the song. And when I learned the song, I learned like a whole new delivery for it. And it was accidental because I'm just trying to memorize it. And once I had it memorized and I was practicing it, then I started spitting it different ways. And I really wish I could go back and re-record it and release it again, because I thought my live version was 1,000 times better than the recorded version. God, that was a really, really long way to say that. So in the future, when I record songs, I gotta memorize them, because you never know, like you might figure out a different way to say it that sounds way better.
With this cursed pride, I was paying for my past. Thought I would have learned right. I was wasting what I had, crossing over blurred lines till I met my girl. I swear it's love at first sight. Homie told me she's the one. You about to
And that's why I only did one verse on that, because when he originally asked me if I wanted to do the song with him, I mean, of course I immediately said yes. And then I was like, well, maybe we could just do my verse and then your verse and leave out my second verse. It was mostly because I didn't want to have to learn both verses, and the second verse is kind of like a lot faster, and I didn't know if I'd be able to like. I didn't know if I'd be able to do the second verse all in one take. Because also, I'd be a terrible rapper singer, can't memorize lyrics for shit no matter how many times I practice. Yeah, I can't either, Katie. I have to, but I did learn that like when I write the lyrics down, it's a much easier. Physically writing them, I can memorize them. But also like smoking cigarettes for almost 30 years. I have terrible breath control. So if I really wanted to like perform some of the songs that I rap, I would definitely have to quit smoking. And I'd have to quit smoking for a really long time before like my lungs started to repair. Yo, what up, Jeremy? How you doing? A little jogging speeds that up too. Oh, Jesus. That whole diaphragmatic breathing, I do not know how that works at all. I try it when I'm recording. I try to like breathe in and then do the verse. And I feel like when I do that, I run out of breath way faster because I just like, I feel like I let all the air out right away. I don't know. I'd have to like study that. For now, I just record like 3 or 4 bars, and then I switch to a different track, record another 4 bars, switch to another track, record 4 bars. But for anybody that knows me, I do not plan on like being like a professional rapper or anything. I just do it for fun. I am getting a lot more serious about it because I really enjoy it. It's something I've always loved. I'm just honestly, I'm not a big fan of like the whole recording process and mixing and mastering but I think it's just one of those things where I really like to learn stuff and get better at things. So right now that's like the new hobby that I'm enjoying improving on. It's kind of why part of the reason I wrote that diss track was because I just wanted to get it out of my system. But now that I've done it, I'm just like, I should have never done that. So much negativity and definitely not going to be like worth it in the long run. I'm not going to get like a shitload of views on it, or it's not going to help my career at all.
Felt this way in the ill
do it for fun too, although I prefer the recording to the performing. Yeah, I don't. I'm not a fan of. Actually, I had a lot of fun performing. In the moment of performing, I had a blast. Leading up to it, I was a fucking wreck. I did not enjoy leading up to the performance. But a lot of it had to do with just me just not wanting to mess up Vic's show. It was like, I think it was mostly like a fear of the unknown because I didn't know how I would do. I didn't know I didn't know if I was just going to get on stage and forget every word to the song. I didn't know if I was going to sing like an idiot. But as soon as it was over, man, I was buzzing. I was buzzing as soon as it was over because I was like so happy that I didn't screw up. Or I did screw up, and I was actually happy that I screwed up and I was able to recover from it. And I didn't screw up enough to where anybody else noticed except for me. I think I got all these lines in. This is gonna look really dope when it's done. I'm happy with this one. I had a feeling that would happen with the disc. Then it occupies your time and energy. You start to get anxious about how much are you going to engage. Yeah, for real. I didn't stream yesterday because I was worried. As soon as I released the track, there's a few people that are just constantly anytime somebody comments on it, they go in there and they trash them, argue with them. And I was worried that if I went live right after I dropped the diss track, then they would come in here and they would be talking shit. And I was like, I don't want that for you guys. Like, I don't care if they talk shit to me, but I don't want it for you guys. And so I wasn't gonna go live today either because of the same thing. And then I just said, fuck it. If worse comes to worse, I'll just block them. Yeah, I was worried about getting drunk. So before the performance, I didn't know if I could drink. I didn't know if I'd be slurring my voice or if I'd be slow behind the beat if I drank too much, or if I would just be so comfortable and relaxed that I would actually not pay attention and focus. So I think I had just a beer and maybe I think I took a shot of honey whiskey to help my throat, and I drank one beer, and I was just hoping that would just at least let me relax a little bit. Honestly, you did amazing. No signs of faltering on stage. Yeah, I fucked up the third line into the song, but it was I had the chords wrapped around my feet, and I just completely didn't say one of the words. But I was able to keep going, and that's what really made me happy.
Keeping one eye open like a seasoned sniper, scoping out the other shows, maybe see the wire.
And I was really proud of myself too, because even though in my head I knew I kind of fucked something up, even though in my head I knew that something was off, I didn't kill myself over it. Yeah, I was sick in the toilets from anxiety. I can't read it because there's a heart there. My set. You on the other hand did great. I drank once before a gig, just once. Is that all it took? I feel like an idiot on stage, too awkward, but everyone had a great time and enjoyed it. Alcohol helps. Oh, that's awesome.
Blowing up like Oppenheimer. Dearly departed, fear uncharted. TED Talk here, don't get me started. Severely broken, city guarded. Bring max pain, transform the starlet.
This song is really dope. This song does not, well, this is my best song that I've ever done as far as numbers wise, but it was supposed to be a joke. Well, not necessarily a joke, but it's kind of me like being very like not taking myself seriously at all in that form of a joke. But if you watch the lyrics to this, I'm so proud of this.
Coffin dropping rocket beats, Robbie with the sound off. King Kong got nothing on me or my raw thoughts. Training day is over, homie. Y'all can't stop the ball hearts. Walking tall like I'm the rock, steady tossing molotovs. Releasing animals out of cages, jackasses going feral. Whole entourage in your yard with no Christmas carol. Basking in the Vegas sun on some exotic levels. Y'all up here in mid, my whole squad, we like ancient pharaohs. Got 2 shooters, 2 guns, and we own the night. 007 flows, where the bone come and try. Build a roam, daddy's home, time to rupture thighs. I'll do anything for brothers, fuck those other guys. Lone survivor, choking fighters. Ward off flames like broken lighters. Flow is fire, older, wiser. Blowing up like Oppenheimer. Dearly departed, fear uncharted. TED Talk here, don't get me started. Severely broken, city guarded. Bring max pain, transform the starlet. Pain and gain, don't shy from mops. Replace your dame like Megan Fox. Straight from shots, duck hate and plots. Pepper sprayed, your brain got clots.
Man, let me turn it off. But yeah, dude, I did 20. There's 27 Mark Wahlberg references in that song.
Stroke of genius, drop.
Raw Thoughts was not a Webby reference, even though I had heard like Webby's Raw Thoughts. I forget, it was just to rhyme whatever the scheme was. I like Webby. I'm just not a huge fan to where I would like put references in there.
I just wanna knock you out. The park like a home run. Diamond cut like Shogun. Tokyo drift sliding through how we show guns. Miyamoto Musashi slicing through the motion. Props Kido Wabashi, the easy meal spokesman. Pen is mightier than the sword, that's a slogan. Uncle Papaya roasting haters with devotion. Realist in the game, that's a perfect potion. DJ come and run that back.
Trying to debate, do I end the stream now and then the next time erase and start, or because I feel like I could keep streaming a little bit. Yeah, that was the first song that I recorded, Adrian. It was just kind of like a, it's just kind of like a, you know what, I want to do this. Just I hadn't recorded a song in 20 years before that.
Your father has haters now, son.
Actually, you know what's
2,000 followers.
Man, y'all the haters. It's like 2,600 now anyway. Nah, man, I don't need a warranty.
Spitting cold, platinum artist without a sitting soul. Sitting for relentless flow like damn, this kid is cold. Repentant soul.
in here. I have to leave. Hold on one second. I'm gonna find. Let me see if I could. I think it's called Sound Click. We accidentally found like one of my old songs. No.
Hey yo, Easy Meal. Hope you don't mind I remixed your song. Ask your Filipino homies, man. I'm a big fan.
Knowledge and skills are the generators of success. There are many shortcuts to wealth, but few for success. A wealthy man can lose his fortune many times.
I don't know why I'm doing this.
But always find his way back there. A poor man can have millions, but when he inevitably loses it, he will almost always remain in the same spot he fell.
Do we play the money game or does it play us? Is it pride or is it greed? We never giving up. Crack the codes, our brain explodes. Are we chasing lust? Find the key, unlock the quiz, and now they envy us. How the hell did we never thought I'd pass across? Intersected IG stories, Stevie's dodging cops. Tony calls for passports while we working out the sloth.
I don't think I'm gonna find it.
Fish, I'm twitching at the thought. Working like refineries, trying to solve inquiries. Energy low like minor keys. Jake said check the binaries. Lemon slippers, pentagrams. Pig Bay up on Instagram. Treasure hunts in distant lands. All a part of Renswick plan. Garden of Eden. Freewheeler treason. Biting off more than we can chew. Harming the seasons. Globally weakened. Chalking the planet like
Wealth comes and
Pikachu.
goes.
Bleeding and hating, pleading for patience, collective intelligence, seeking the
Oh well, I don't see it.
hatred, secret like agents, burning the pages, freed from the zoo. Hive mind, buzzing together.
I do think I'm gonna end here though. So then I could, once this ink dries, I could erase it. Then I could, the next stream we can pencil in what I'm gonna do over here, and that'll give me time to actually come up with it in my mind what I'm gonna do over here. I'm a huge rap nerd, love to study the intricacies and dig for underground artists. I fucking hate that heart, man. YouTube needs to change that shit.
Crossword puzzles filled with lyrics, not worth digging. Where's the clinic? Lipo menus, stats.
Yo, good night, Katie.
Your heroes, chase statistics, swapping bullets, swayed ballistics, topping ballots, days the critics. No Rick roll display of gimmicks, jumping hurdles, potato.
Yeah, Jeremy, I was a huge underground a fan of underground artists. I wouldn't say like underground like how there's like independent rappers now, because now independent, I mean, you could have somebody that has 10 views, or independent like Ren and Prof, like where they have like thousands of followers. But my favorite were like non-mainstream rappers like Company Flow and Jurassic 5 and Freestyle Fellowship. I mean, I still liked the Wu and Nas and Jay-Z and Biggie. Like, I liked all of their music, but when I was I spent a lot of time just listening to really underground stuff. Where did my pick be? I did one video and got 7K views, but never done anymore. Oh, really?
We don't teach people to think creatively.
I want to see it. Is it up?
With the right mindset and attitude, any work can prove entertaining and insightful. But because most people
This channel doesn't have any content. Well, I was on somewhere else. You dirty. I'm gonna subscribe to you in case you ever drop something.
Quick and degrading methods of making money. This thinking is reinforced by the quick and fast-paced forms of entertainment, food and sexual gratification that is dominate in our society. Everything in our modern world is designed to be faster, cheaper, and more affordable, but they are rarely built to last.
All right, I'm gonna end this here. Always love hanging out with you guys. I also know that I did not link this anywhere like a dumbass. Now I'm reading people asking like what the link is to this live stream. My bad. Would it be okay if I hit you up later for what equipment you use for recording? Yeah, what do you want to know? I'll tell you right now. I have, so for me, I it's hard because I have to set up my little let's do a little tour. Yes, my mic stand is a stack of CDs. And I got 2 screens. And then a big metal thing like that has my lights and my cameras attached to it. So when I do my YouTube reactions, I have to take this whole thing off. Usually when I do my lives, I'm using a what's it called, a condenser mic. or is it dynamic? This one just picks up all the noise in the room, so I don't have to have a microphone in front of my face. And then I record my songs on a Shure SM7B. And this is my Rode mixer. Yeah, I use the CDs. So this mount that my wife bought for me, right? It's not adjustable height wise, and it's just a little bit too short to where like my head was always hitting the camera. Like anytime I leaned in or anything, I would hit the camera. So my wife made me these little she just cut up a bunch of wood and then glued them and taped them together just to give it like a little bit of extra space. And it also helped with my other sketchbooks would fit underneath the railing, and I always have like my markers and stuff underneath it. But before she made me those, I was using my CDs stacked up underneath here, and I could get it higher or lower. And then here's like all my markers and drawing stuff. And then I got more stacks of CDs, so if I want to make things higher or lower, I can. But once I'm showing you guys this and it's not plugged in. Oh my god. All of that whole thing was like worthless. So here we go. Here's my stack of CDs with my camera mount. And then I have this metal frame that has all my cameras and lights attached to it. And I usually move this completely off the table when I do reactions, because the camera picks up this camera and I'm out of focus. And then this is the mic that I use to record while I'm doing drawings so that I don't have to have a microphone in my face. And then I record with this mic here. It's the Shure SM7B. And I switched it to standing because I figured out that I need to stand when I record because it helps a lot with my breathing. And then here's my mixer. It's just a Rodecaster Pro, I think 2, Rodecaster Pro 2. And then here's the things that my wife made. So she just chopped up some wood and then glued them together and painted them. And this really, really helped because, like I said, I used to hit my head on the camera like every time I would lean forward. But putting these up made a huge difference. And then I got the Kirk speakers. I actually have 2 of them. Actually, my son had 2 of them, and I sold one. And then here's all my my markers are all next to me. And then like all my battery chargers and so many fucking things. I can't wait until we have. Let me see that sleeve tats. Oh, my tat. I don't know if you'll be able to see it on. It'd be better to put it under here, maybe. It's a bunch of graffiti cans standing on top of each other, painting. You could sell a Sharpie, huh? I could sell a Sharpie? But yeah. Oh yeah. I could. I probably could go into like a marker business and make a little profit. But yeah, we got this piece done. At least we're at a point where, oh, what was I saying? Oh, so we have a studio built in the house. It's really not a man cave. I just get this corner of the room, and then my wife's office is over there. So my wife also works from home, so she has that half of the room, and I have this half of the room. But we have a studio built in the garage. We have a really, really nice studio built. It's just we don't have the. Let me put this away. We don't have the AC hooked up in there yet. So I live in Vegas, and it was 102 degrees today. So until we get the AC run into the garage, it's pointless. It's just a really dope room that we have that we can't use. And the person that's building it for us just decided to stop building it when it was almost finished. So we now have to figure out how to get that finished. But once we get that finished, I'll be able to have like a section for drawing and a section for reacting and a section for wrapping, because there's enough room to be able to set up everything for it. And that's one of the excuses I have right now for like not doing reactions and not doing things, because I go, oh yeah, you know, I need to record this song and I need to do this drawing, and I don't want to take it all down so that I could do some reactions. And but I do need to start doing reactions again. If anything, just for the members that I have on my channel, I feel so terrible every time I don't do a reaction. I'm like, some people are paying to watch me react, and I've not done a reaction in like a month. They're still getting lots of content, but it might not be what they signed up for. But I'm going to get out of here. Let me close that. Let me close that. You guys want... Yeah, let's get... Oh, look, my camera died too. All right, I'm going to stop streaming. Hope you guys have a great night, morning, whatever it is for you guys. And I'm out.